Hi, I've decided to make this tutorial for the basics of crochet since on my channel Blythe Me More I'm planning to make many tutorials including crochet and knitting. Well, this one is about crochet. It can be not just only teddies, it also can be clothes and accessories. So if you don't know where to begin, I also have one video I made earlier about the materials I use for crochet and knitting for Blythe dolls, so you can watch that video so you'll know which materials you need to have. And this tutorial, it's about the basics, I could say the pillars of almost all crochet projects, especially amigurumi, small and not only small, but any size toys, right? We will start with the most important principle of making a magic circle, because a magic circle is used for almost each detail you make for your crochet project. So it can be head or ears or arms and legs, tail, so almost all parts. There are some extra ones, but we will take it gradually. So let's begin with a magic circle. I've decided to take a bigger hook so it will be more visible how exactly I'm making it. I'm using my favorite yarn, Alize Cotton Gold. So let's begin. We'll take this thread and we need to wrap it around your finger like this. And with these two fingers you need to hold the this end of this thread. So you insert the crochet hook inside and you direct the head of the crochet hook in such a way that it's easy to grab the thread. Okay, so now we're going to close this loop into the stitch like this. And what we're doing, we are right now making the magic circle. It's like the beginning almost of all amigurumi projects, toys, hats, well, everything that has starts, with the circle. Okay, so now what we need to do inside of this magic circle, we need to crochet 6 single crochets. Yeah, so I hold my hook like this, it's more comfortable for me. So inside we put the crochet hook and we need to grab this thread. So now we have 2 loops on our crochet hook and we need to connect them in one. So this we count all as one. This is the first one. And the very beginning, it was just like for the height of this circle, so we don't count it. This is number 1, and well, the standard is to make 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now we need to close the circle. Okay, we pulled it, we closed it. And what happens next? I always slip stitch. I kind of close this circle, I connect it. Because this hook, has a big head, so and I usually work with this smaller, I will take the other one, small one, and again so I put it through inside the first stitch. Okay, so through 2 halves and pull it inside through here and through the one was on the crochet hook. So now the magic circle is closed, and this is the beginning. In my other tutorial, I was explaining the difference between the crochet hooks. So now I'm using the big one, so it will be just more clearly visible how I manipulate the yarn. I always mark the end of each row so I'm not confused and I don't lose the count of stitches. I use the stitch markers. Okay, so this is the last one. And now we have our 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because, well, this one, it's the part of this. So we have 6. Don't be confused because sometimes, especially in the beginning, it's like so appealing to put it somewhere here, but no, the beginning is here. And well, we will do the standard increasement because now we have 6. And what does it mean to increase? It means that we need to crochet 2, well, in this case single crochet in 1 stitch. So now from 1 we have in the second row 2, and now again we'll repeat it. Okay, so if we had the very first row with 6 stitches and here we increase in each, so it means that we'll end up with 12. Okay, unfasten and crochet in the last one in number 6. It's more difficult to manipulate with such ones, the hooks with the blunt heads. Plus this yarn is, for the smaller hook. Okay, so now we have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the principle is pretty easy. Before we were increasing in each stitch, and now we'll be increasing in each second stitch. So the first stitch I'll just do 1 and 1, and in second I increase. So I make 2 in 1. 1 in 1, 2 in 1. I ended this row, and if we had 12 stitches, now we have 18, right? So in each row it increases by 6. Here we have options. Yeah, once we need our circle to be bigger, we can just continue by now doing the increasement in this third stitch. Before we were doing in each second, now in each third. So it increases the above the previous row increasement of the second stitch. So some makers and I use the let's say the different ways. This is the easy to follow and do not lose the count. And here you see like this head goes round, so you can see that above which stitches I was increasing. You can make it let's say invisible, so in that way you will be you can start with the increase, then again make our 3 stitches and increase again, but you see it will not be above the previous increase, so that's why it will be not noticeable, okay, where you are increasing. It depends, it depends on your like. Some artists they like this, some like that, so I use both. really depends. You know, if you're using the fluffy yarn anyway, it will not be visible, so it's better to not complicate. Here I'm just trying to show you how it looks. We have 6 stitches, and the next row will be increasing in each stitch. We will be making 2. From 1 it will become 2. Let's say this is the beginning of the row, so then we make 1 and 1, and in each second one we increase 1 and 1, each second one we increase. In this way it's like growing. Okay. If we are making something really small, like I was making this lady, it also can be 5 stitches in the magic circle. Yeah, so instead of 6 you'll just be making 5, and then it will not become from 6 like 12, it will become from 5 10. Okay, this is the difference. And what else? One more shape I'm using usually, it's for this part. Okay, well, here I'm making an oval, so let's see what is the difference. Okay, so how to make an oval. It also has 6 stitches, and let's say this is the first one. Okay, this is the last one I have here, stitch marker, and this is the first one. So from the first it comes not into 2, but it comes to be 3. Then we leave 1 to 1, and here we also have 3. Okay, 1 to 1. So it will be growing in a different way. It will be oval rather than circle, and it also starts with the magic circle. And well, this was our first one. Okay, so it was first row, second row, and now let's see how the third row will be. We'll be increasing in each twice, and these parts, like the oval goes, they'll not be increased. Okay, and the fourth row, how it will be. Now you will understand what will be the pattern here. So we will be doing 1 in 1, and in each second one from these areas we will be increasing 1 in 1. In the second one we increase 2. 1 in 1, second one we increase 2. 1 in 1, second one we increase 2, and again we just leave it this way. And you understand that next rows, to make them bigger, they also will be increasing by 6. So we'll just 1, 2, and in the third one I increase. So I just want to be clear so you understand how it works and where does it come from. So let's try to make an oval. It also starts with magic circle. So we wrap it, we hold it, we insert, take it, close it. We don't count it as the first one. Okay, and now we make again 6 inside. 1, 2, I pull it to close it. I'll try to do it with this hook. Yeah, okay, it goes. I just want to lock it, and I will use slip stitch. And as I told you, we'll start from the first one is here. We increase 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1 in 1. 1 in 1. 1, 2, 3, and we have 2 left. That's right. So 1 in 1 and 1 in 1. You see, we have already like a mini oval. Let's make the next row. As I told you, now we are going to increase in all 3. First increase, second increase, third increase, and here we don't increase these 2. 1 in 1 and 3 times increase. 1 increase, I'll even remove it now. So we have 1 and 1. And let's make just one more row. So here we have 1 in 1. Each second I increase for 3 times. 1 in 1, second increase, 1 in 1. Do we have here? Yeah, and the increase. Again, these 2 we don't change. And again, 1 in 1, second increase, 1 in 1, second increase, 1 in 1, second increase, and 2 are remaining. That's right, so we don't change them. 1, 1. So let's see what is the difference. Can even lock it here so it will not go anywhere. We have the oval, and let me remove that not finished row, and here we have a circle. Right, once we know how to increase, we definitely need to know how to decrease. So in such a way we'll be shaping our project in the way we want. I will make 1 single crochet. I just want to add 1 more color for contrast. It's baby pink. Okay. There are 2 ways I use. It depends. Let's say if I'm using some fluffy yarn and the it will be not that much visible, the increase and decrease, so I can just do it like this. I miss 1 out, and in the next one I make my single crochet. So I just make 1 and 1 single crochet, and I want to reduce, so I don't put it here, I put in the next one and make my regular single crochet. But of course it must be like very tight, so no holes will be visible. There is also an invisible decrease. Let me show you. That was just 1 single crochet. Invisible decrease, it's a little bit more difficult. So this is the regular way we're crocheting. We're putting our hook into the stitch through both halves. Okay, but for this invisible decrease we put our stitch in 1 half and then in 2nd half, and then we are making 1 stitch. We have here from 2 they became 1, and now we have 2 on the hook. We also make it to be 1. So 1 more time. Half, half. I pull yarn through 2 halves, I connect them in one. So you decide. You see this one, you do need to be more careful, let's say, and attentive, and let's say if the yarn having many plies and they're not weaved good enough, so it will be difficult to put it through two halves. So you choose. And now let's see how to make a chain. Like here I'm using the basic chain for a scarf, mini scarf. A chain I'm also using here, like it's for accessories and clothes. First of all, take thread, I wrap it around my finger and pass the thread to make the first loop. I do it like this manually. Now there are some other ways more fancy, but I got used to this and just stick to it one more time. So this is the beginning. You adjust it. Okay, so the short end towards you. Now it's all about the way you are holding the yarn. You need to hold it tight, don't make it loose, tight, and then grab the thread, pass through the loop, so stitch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. For example, if I want it to be 10, I will add 1 extra because it will be for the height of the next row. Okay, so my next row will start here. I also will show you the difference between single crochet, half double crochet and double crochet, because now what I'm making is a single crochet, the one that we are doing, but it was in a circle and now it's just straight. So we insert the hook, we take yarn out. Okay, let's do it till the end. Once we reached the end, we have 10 in a row. The count is 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, here, yeah. I will mark the last one just for you to show where you will be putting your crochet hook next, where you'll be inserting it. So to turn our project, we need 1 chain, so we can flip it and continue now from right to left. So you see our first stitch will be where the stitch marker is. I'll remove it. So if you are just a beginner and you're confused, it's better to use the stitch marker. Now let me show. Yeah, so once we make the next row, now we already have 2 halves, because once it was just the first row with a chain, there were no 2 halves, right, to insert the hook in. But like with the magic circle, we insert and take. Okay, so I'll just make one more. I'm going to change the color. I'll take white. Let me close this single crochet, and now I will show you double crochet. So with double crochet, the difference is that we need to take and wrap it here. We insert it as usual let me pull it. Yeah, okay. Now we have 3 loops. We connect 2 in 1, 2 in 1. So I see it becomes taller. One more time. Insert. I have 3. 2 make 1. 2 make 1. In the same row I'll show you the half double crochet, so it will be in between lengths of the stitch. You will see, because I want to change again for the contrast yarn. I'll just close it. So let's see, half double crochet. Still need to wrap the yarn around your hook. You put it inside through 2 halves. You pull it out. Okay, so we have 3 loops. Before we were connecting 2 in 1, 2 in 1, but now it will be all 3 in 1. One more time. 3, and through all 3 I'm pulling it into 1. Okay, so this is the we started with a chain, and we did the single crochet, double crochet, and half double crochet. So for our amigurumi projects teddies, we'll be mostly using single crochet, so you know the difference. Well, I hope this video was useful. If you are a newbie in crochet, so welcome to the crochet world of, I could say, unlimited possibilities, ideas and projects. Stay tuned, subscribe for my channel, don't forget to put like, and I'm planning to make many more videos of different kinds: Blythe tutorials, crochet tutorials, knitting tutorials, basics, and some advanced levels. So yeah, bye bye, have a nice day everyone.